Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mark. I know you guys have been following my channel to do our 0 to 10K challenge, and we've gotten pretty close this year, but we have some big roadblocks this year. It's January 1st, 2026, and as much money as I've made with different schemes, different businesses, different side gigs, I've come across my biggest challenge yet, getting my wife home. She's on maternity leave right now, and with a baby here currently, maternity leave ending in around 2.5 months. The clock is ticking, and we need to get really, really creative. Mortgage is a little too expensive to handle on one income, let alone any of the expenses that come after that comes with home ownership, i.e., gas, electricity, plumbing, paint, roofing, shingles flying off your house, electricity issues, floods. Those things, some of those things have happened, some of those things have not happened, but it'd be financially responsible to stay in a place where you wouldn't be able to shoulder a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 burden. Yeah, you could put it on credit cards, but your likelihood of paying down $6,000, $7,000 on an income where your mortgage is close to 50%, 60% of your income is nil. It just is what it is. It's just financially responsible. And this goal, as much as it is about making money, is truly about being financially responsible. Because when you get married, you make a promise to do what's best for the other person. All the time. Even when they don't see it that way. And then you also have to do what's best for yourself in the process. As they say, you have to die to yourself and love your wife like God loved the church. You must do what you can for them. When you have a child, times two, exponentially. So it's either rent the house out or sell it. If we sell it, kind of puts us in a weird situation with mailing addresses and a bunch of stuff we have to sell. Probably going to do a big estate sale if that happens. We're going to see if we can rent it. All right. Will be nice. Don't know the market up here. It looks a little squishy. Looks like what we're asking is going to be tough. But you never know. Truly. You never know. If it does, let's say if the running does work out, we get to zero, that we're going to start putting any of that extra money to the bottom line immediately to build some security, build some safety. What that'll allow us to do is truly just build up enough of a safety net to make a decision, to get our heads above that ceiling, that threshold, and say, this is the best decision, we're going to go for it. That also puts into question my role in the company I'm in, but things have been taking a turn for the worst. I have been making, I was on a site, I was working, and I didn't look at my emails, and I missed the job. It got canceled due to my improper, it was on me, 100% responsible. I didn't see it. I was in a job all day till like 8 o'clock. I wasn't looking at my phone afterwards. And it is what it is. That situation has caused, I could say, a little bit of a collapse in fracture in our relationship with me and Jason. It is what it is. I'm not upset about it, but I need to see things for what they are. And if I cannot see things for what they are, I put myself in such a position where I'm going to be delusional. And the other thing is this. When dynamics change, when an environment goes from rewards-based to control-based fairly quickly, they will never revert back. So you have to double or triple down on the effort, and you're always on the back foot, meaning you're always having to prove yourself. And you run into something called the sunken cost fallacy. I'm seeing this play out right now. But the difference is I'm older, wiser, and I know when to cut my losses. I don't think this is a total wash, but the thing is, if I fast forward a year, I don't see my income doubling. I'm here to make money. I'm not here to, as much as I'm here to make people smile and laugh, I'm here to make money. And, with that being said, you got to do what you got to do. The other thing is with the sunken cost fallacy, the longer you do something, the more time and work you put in, the more likely you are to stay, even if it's detrimental to you. I gave myself 18 months to turn this company around, and I have. 200K in losses down to 10K, 1.4 million in revenue, 700K last year. The income was close to 800K actual, like money, and because of some of that, the year before when I first started was around 1. I kind of joined halfway through the year, halfway through the summer. My second year, I was able to get it to 1.4, and that's close to $650,000 of attributable growth, right? Implemented payroll, CRM, systems. It's more, I really truly did like a business turnaround. The problem is this. This company cannot withstand, since we took on a big job this year, it's really stressful. And we, as the company, took on a big job, floating out close to $200,000 of work, and gonna get paid that in the coming future. That puts me in a precarious situation because I need money. So does the business. And after 18 months, even though the business seems to be doing better on paper, it's actually doing, if not the same, worse. Because when you're growing, you're losing money. And that's just the name of the game. It's a little sad, saddening, but I'm gonna always have to do what's best for me. And because I've been doing what's best for the company for the past 19 months, and I have not been getting back what's best for me. I have been delusionally seeing things as I want them to be, not as they are. And I took on roles. I sat in seats that no one asked me to sit in. I did things that no one asked me to do. So, truly, this is my fault. I gotta take the L. I learned a lot though. What I mean by I put myself and I've elected myself into positions because I needed to be useful. I wanted to earn my seat, wanted to create an opportunity for myself, wanted to make money, wanted to make this business money so I can make money in return. But there's just something about making money for people. The easiest thing is to split the work. The hardest thing to do is split the profits. Never forget it. And I've had a great time here. I don't know how long this will go out for, but you know, I know God's gonna provide. That's just what He does. But having to cut your losses is a mature thing. It's a maturing thing. Yes, there are times when you could have done it too early or too late. But at this point in time, the clock starts to accelerate when you have kids. Because if you're in a losing position before you have kids, you now accelerate that time to the 10th power when you have kids. Because your wife's screaming, she wants security. Your kid, you need to be there for your kid, so and he's not missing you. You need to be present, truly. Even though you're working and making money, you need to be present. So I'm taking time away from my day, away from my wife, my kid, on my day off to record this video. And this is just what I need to do. But it puts things into focus. And that's what this year is about, focus. Doing things. As I got off the phone, my brother, Jose, he's a phenomenal trader. And he told me, you've done things that indirectly benefited you. Meaning you work for people, and if you may have them do better, indirectly you should do better. But moving forward, you need to do things that directly benefit you. That the bottom line, that dollar needs to go into your account, not into theirs. No stealing needed. You just need to create your own value. And as we go into this year, I have to grab all my chips, as I've always done, and I got to go all in again. I'm going all in. I'm going for broke. Um, Scary, but guess what? As it turns out, the uncertainty is what creates the opportunity. When there's certainty, there is no opportunity. That's just kind of what happens there. And if you knew better, you would do better. As I come into this year, do my best to keep a poker face, do what's best for my family, make the most amount of money, get better, improve. I call that you do the same because it's not easy, but it's worth it. For things to change, you got to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. And if you spent that almost all the time that you spent working on this other business, as I've done, and you spent almost all that equal amount of time working on yourself, you would have been further along. And that's just the way it is. I'll be posting a few updates as the days come, but as we get into it, I just want to share an update with you guys and, put it on the line. Bye bye.